Hi everyone, I'm Kaviya from SAP Anna University, here for Guindy Times Intern Diaries 4.0. So right now I'm here to interview my senior Sriya. So before we could start with this interview, can you please tell us about yourself?
Hello everyone. I am Sriya and I'm currently a fourth year student of SAP. I did my architectural internship at Larsen and Tourbo. Yeah, short and
Oh,
sweet.
that's so nice to hear. So now let's move on with the interview. So despite of many architectural firms it's over here, like why did you choose to move into a corporate firm, say Ellen?
Okay. Actually, there are two main reasons why I chose to work with a corporate firm, mainly L&D. The first thing being that I wanted to learn something that was not being taught full-fledged in college. That is mainly quantification, estimation. These are the things that are given a lot more importance in L&D. It is understood that L&D is a contracting company, so there's not a lot of designing involved in the company, but wanted to learn something regarding that side of architecture. So I decided to, test the waters before plunging into an MNC in the future. And I always wanted to work in an MNC, in the future coming years. So I thought, why not test it before, taking a dive into it? That was one of the reasons. And the second reason being that whenever I spoke to my seniors, they always gave me an impression that most of the architecture firms have a very tight time schedule. Timings are not very specific. The working hours can go on, and I didn't want that for myself. I wanted a very strict policy for working hours, that is from 9 to 5. And I was told that L&T follows very strict protocols regarding women working in the office, that is only until 5. So working hours and learning something new about architecture that I personally didn't learn much in college. So two main reasons.
So how was the selection process over there?
Okay, so mainly when I applied for L&T, my portfolio was very generalized. My typologies were residence, I had hospitality projects, I had public work projects. So the HR department took it upon themselves to place me in the public work department. There was nothing where I could suggest something that I wanted to do. It was their action themselves. They were the ones who gave me the public work department of L&T.
Okay, so that is so much nice to hear. So, and then apart from that, how to decide the working culture of a particular company? Like you said, you were interested to work for a corporate company beforehand, but how to decide the working culture and how to move in our interest with that?
Okay, see, to what I have understood your question, I'll answer it accordingly.
Yeah.
So we all know that there are two major kinds of working environment for architecture. That is, okay, actually three. The first one would be freelancing, where you do it on your own. The second one is you work in a small architecture firm or an architectural firm. Third one
Okay.
is something like an MNC or a corporate system, such as
Okay.
L&T.
Yeah.
All three of them extremely different environments. When you're
Okay.
working with freelancing, time frame is according to you. You're the boss of everything. Okay. But when you're working in an architectural firm, you have a lot more responsibilities, a lot of work, and time frame is also very tight. So within a short period of time, you are expected to do a lot of work. It is a good thing in a way, because you learn so much in a short period of time. You learn everything of every field. You know something about it. Every typology, you know something about it. But when you're working in a company like L&T, you are designated to a specific department. Like I was designated to public works. So my work would be completely into public works. I do not know exactly what's happening in hospitality. So what you can expect from an MNC is learning something to complete perfection. That's all you can expect. You will be given a small amount of work when you are compared to a architecture firm, but you will learn it to the utmost detail, to the utmost perfection. So you have to decide when you want to choose, which company you want to go into. You have to decide, do you want to learn a lot of things in a short period of time, or do you want to, learn something with, utmost perfection with doing, small amount of work. So it's your
Okay.
decision to take when you choose a firm.
Okay. So it's we who have to decide it beforehand. Okay.
Yeah.
So by choosing L&T, you might have had a initial framework about like how it will be and how it actually functions. And then after joining it, you might have changed your opinion. So
Yeah.
how is it and how has that affected your
Okay, so before joining L&T, of course, I did talk to a lot of my seniors. The opinions, okay, there are two things, okay. One thing is the working environment, the working culture. And the second is the work that is given, okay. I knew what kind of work I was going to be given. I knew that it was going to be quantification. I knew it was going to be estimation. And that's what I got, okay.
okay.
But luckily, I got even a little bit of design work also. That's something aside. But yeah, I knew majorly I would be specializing in estimation and quantification if I get into L&T. This was a known fact. But what I was told by my seniors is that the culture or the work culture for interns is going to be extremely chill. It was going to be calm. You wouldn't be into a lot of responsible tasks. Okay, there wouldn't be a lot of stress or tension put on you. But in my case, that didn't happen. I had really difficult tasks put on me. Uh, it was it was a little challenging. Okay, it was my fault that I was not very well aware of things. That was completely my fault. But I didn't expect the amount of challenges that would be coming forth towards me. Okay,
Yeah.
so because the thing is, the seniors didn't have it that way. So we should understand that, yes, before you go to an internship, yes, you will talk to your seniors. Yes, you will talk to the workers there. You will talk to your peers about that company. But you need to understand that the experience that they have is going to be definitely different from what the experience you're going to face. There were several seniors who worked in L&T. They had a very chill time. It was not as challenging as it was for me. So I went as a blind, like a blind person entering into a scene. I didn't expect it at all. So always understand that what you hear will definitely not be as what it is. You will definitely face something new. So yeah, work, I knew what it was going to be, and that's what I got. But the culture was a bit of a shock for me. The challenges were a shock.
Yeah. So it seems like you have a lot that had you had taken in from your experience through the internship and all. So so taking all those experiences, what are your views or what are your like the advices for the juniors?
Advices.
Same, yeah.
Okay. One thing, like I mentioned earlier for the previous answer, is never take word to word of what your seniors are saying regarding a company. How they have
Okay.
experienced it will definitely be different from how you are going to experience it. Number one. Second thing, um, always have an open mind. Be prepared mentally, be prepared physically. Internships can be very taxing for some people depending on the company, depending upon the guide you are under, depending upon the senior architect you are under. But sometimes for some of you guys, it will be really chill. Again, depends upon the company, depends upon the senior architect. So always be prepared for it mentally, physically. Keep an open mind. Third thing, keep an open mind to, how do I say this? Make yourself extremely humble. Okay, you should understand that you truly do not know anything when you enter into that company. You should understand that it's the truth. There is no sugarcoating there. We really don't know anything when we're going there. Yes, the seniors will challenge you, will give you a tough time, but that is only because they want you to learn something. We need to have a positive spirit for that. It is going to be difficult, but understand that everyone out there are trying to teach you things. So take it with an open heart. Do not get extremely depressed, because there are times where it can get very depressing, that you can feel a little dejected, demotivated, that There were times where I felt, maybe architecture is not for me. Maybe I am not a good architecture student. Maybe I'm not a good architect. Maybe I might not even become a good architect. There were several, instances. But you need to learn to pick yourself up. It is a very challenging field. And internship is just, like I mentioned, it's a testing waters, like a testing ground for you. And that's how it's going to be. Architecture field is going to be difficult. And internship will give you a taste of that. So take it with a smile. That's all I can say.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad that this particular interview has happened because, like, various parts of architecture, like how we perceive things and how things change or happen, it's not in our hands. So, all these were being covered, and your own experiences with it, like, actually made the entire part. So, thank you so much for participating in this intern diaries. So, at
Thank
last,
you.
I would like to wind it up by just asking your opinion about the intern diaries.
Oh, regarding the Guindy Times, yes, I'm really
Yeah,
glad that you guys are doing this, because people need to understand that, because you guys are interviewing a wide range of interns, because it's not just interviewing the MNC interns. You are interviewing even people who have interned in the smaller architecture firms. So the reader is going to have a wider understanding on what to expect during the internship semester. It's a really nice initiative, and I really hope that you guys move forward. But I think I would just like to wind up with my saying that it will be challenging for some of you and maybe not for a lot of you, but be brave and do not lose hope. Truly.
thank you so much for this interview. So, we'll definitely take your part. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.